Imagine a 13-year-old boy locked inside his father's house, not as a punishment, but as a prize, so precious to his father that he is guarded like a girl, never allowed past the gate. His world is fire. Literally, he tends a sacred flame of a Persian fire temple, and his only command is this: let it never go out. Well, the boy who guards a fire is searching for light. His name is Salman, and the journey ahead will take him through Persia, through Syria, through slavery, through the hands of monks and masters, until it ends at the feet of a prophet. Before this story ends, you will hear the messenger of Allah place his hand on this man's shoulder and say, if faith were hanging in the stars, his people would still reach it. You will see a rock shatter the Battle of the Trench and reveal the future conquest of empires. But first, the tension, because nothing about this journey was easy. Salman was born near Isfahan in Persia. His father was a chief of the land, and he loved Salman so much he kept him confined, tending the sacred fire day and night. This was his entire universe. Then one day his father sent him on a simple errand, a short walk to the family garden. It would change everything. On the way, he passed a Christian church and heard voices in prayer. He stopped. He listened. Something in that sound reached past the fire he had guarded his whole life and touched something deeper. He stepped inside. He watched how they prayed. And by the time he left, the boy who had never questioned anything was questioning everything. Secretly, Salman began learning from the Christians. When merchants were traveling to Syria, he made a decision no boy in his world was supposed to make. He ran. He left his father, his home, his fire, his fortune, for a faith he barely understood in a land he had never seen. He found a bishop in Syria and served him faithfully. But the bishop was corrupt. When he died, Salman moved to the next teacher, then the next, each one godly, each one dying, and pointing him further down the road. The final righteous monk Salman served lay dying. Salman knelt beside him and asked, "Who do I go to now?" The old man told him of a prophet soon to appear in Arabia, a man who would not eat from charity but would accept a gift, a man who carried between his shoulders the seal of prophethood. Go to him. Salman set out with no money, no protection, no family, just a description and a hope. On the road, a group of travelers offered to take him. Instead, they sold him. He was sold again and again, over and over, passed from master to master, everyone with a different cruelty, a different test. Years vanished this way. The boy who left home in search of light spent his youth in chains under foreign skies. And yet, not once did he stop believing. Eventually, Salman was brought to a city of date palms, Yathrib. Something in him recognized it instantly. This matched what the dying monk had described. After 20 years, the prophet was near. One day, high in a date palm, Salman heard the city erupt. The messenger of Allah has come. His master was watching. He had no permission to climb down. But the moment he turned away, Salman leapt. He ran through the streets until he stood before the prophet. He remembered every sign. But there was one he had not yet confirmed. The seal. He would not believe on hope alone. He needed proof. Salman brought dates as charity and watched the prophet refuse to eat from them, giving them only to his companions. One sign confirmed. He returned with dates as a gift, and the prophet ate. Second sign confirmed. Then Salman moved behind him, and there, between his shoulders, exactly as the dying monk in Mosul had described, was the seal of prophethood. He wept. He fell before the messenger of Allah. The search was over, but his slavery remained. He missed Badr. He missed Uhud. Free in faith, imprisoned in flesh. The Prophet told him, "Draw up a contract of freedom, O Salman." His master demanded 300 palm saplings and 40 uqiyas of gold. The companions gave what they could, until 300 were gathered. Then the Prophet placed gold into Salman's hands. It weighed exactly 40 uqiyas. Salman was free. Free! Salman gave the Muslims something only a Persian engineer could conceive: a trench dug around Medina's most vulnerable side. While digging, a massive rock blocked the path. The Prophet struck it himself. First blow, a burst of light. He saw the palaces of Rome. Second blow, more light. Syria, Yemen, conquest yet to come. Third blow, the rock shattered. Salman testified, "I saw that light shine over Medina." Years later, a verse of Surah Al-Jumu'ah was revealed describing believers yet to come. Abu Huraira asked, "Who are they?" The Prophet was silent. Asked again, still silent. Then he placed his hand on Salman Al-Farsi and said, "If faith were at the place of the Pleiades, even then men from these people would attain it. Truth has no borders of blood, of land, of distance or time. Picture it, a man who began life chained to a fire altar in Persia, sold over a dozen times, searching for 2 decades on nothing but the word of a dying monk and the certainty in his own chest, finally seated beside the final messenger of Allah, the Prophet's hand on his shoulder. Every chain, every betrayal, every long night in a foreign land, all of it had been leading here. This is not a story of luck. This is a story of a soul that refused to stop searching, no matter how many masters try to own it. His story is a mirror for anyone who feels far from guidance, for anyone whose search has taken too long, for anyone still in chains, wondering if truth will ever reach them. If a firekeeper from Isfahan could walk through 20 years of slavery and still arrive at the truth, no distance is too far for a sincere heart. Ya Allah, just as you guided Salman through fire and chains to find you, guide us, free us from whatever owns us, and let us be counted among those who sought you until the very end.